Hi guys! What's up Ketchup? And welcome to this video. My name is Joshi and for today's video, pag-uusapan niya natin ang The Witcher. So lalabas na yung season 2 ng The Witcher a few days from now. Siguro pag napanood yung video na to, lumabas na yung bagong season. Kasi medyo mabagal ako mag-edit. If you're new to this channel, thank you for clicking and I hope you like and subscribe. Originally, ang The Witcher ay a series of books from Poland. So originally Polish siya, yung language ng book. That was 1993. So that was 26 years ago, 25 years ago. So it was not translated into English until 2003 or 2007. Since na-publish as a book, it was also turned into a video game. So, parehas book and video game became successful. Both of them. Kaya nagkaroon na siya ng super large na fanbase. So, Netflix started the first season ng TV show 2019 before the pandemic. And then 2021, this year, lalabas yung season 2. Napanood ko muna yung season 1. Sobrang na-curious ako sa story kasi mahilig ako magbasa rin ng mga fantasy. It's perfect escape from reality. So I do like yung fantasy worlds. So, interesting para sa akin yung world building, kung paano nag-work yung magic dun sa fantasy world ng The Witcher. Because originally, I like fantasy stories like Harry Potter, Chronicles of Narnia, Lord of the Rings, and many other fantasy stories. So, itong story ng The Witcher is a bit fresh for me kasi I'm used to fantasy stories that are aimed for younger people or children or young adults. Pero this one is actually more of like an adult fantasy kasi target audience niya is adult. So that is kind of intriguing for me on how it will play out. Like how are you gonna have fantasy story tapos adult yung mga bida. That's why I decided to read the book. So yung first book nga is The Last Wish. And yung The Last Wish is more of like a short story collection. Like iba't ibang stories siya bawat chapter. And they are about different period or different situations sa buhay ng The Witcher, which is si Geralt na. So, if you watch the TV show already, in season 1, siguro naalala nyo na yung story sa bawat episode ay iba-iba. Like, they're separate short stories for each episode sa season 1. So, in season 1 is 8 episodes. And the reason na ganun yung format niya, na iba-iba yung story bawat episode, is because ganun din yung format ng first 2 books ng The Witcher. So, for The Witcher and Sword of Destiny, yung book 2, they are short story compilation. So, iba't ibang short stories siya na collected in the first 2 books. And they're all stories coming from the world of The Witcher. So, what I like about that type of storytelling, yung short stories, is very short lang yung scenarios, tapos meron ng agad conclusion by the end of the story. Kaya nga short story. Pero what I like about it is at the end of the season 1 ng TV show, they're all connected, yung iba't ibang short stories. So somehow they make sense as a whole pagdating sa ending. So if you watch the season 1, ganun yung feeling by the end of the last episode. Kasi they're all interconnected. Yung buhay ng iba't ibang characters tsaka iba't ibang short stories nila. And somehow, ganun din sa first 2 books ng The Witcher. So I think they did a good job adapting yung first 2 books. So I gave yung first 2 books, The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny, I gave it 3.5 stars rating out of 5 sa Goodreads. Kasi na-enjoy ko naman yung storytelling niya, yung short stories format. Kasi I'm used to the linear storytelling. May umpisa ka tapos yan po sa gitna tapos katapusan. So it actually made me fall in love with short stories lalo yung format na ganito. And I also like the themes sa first 2 books, which is mostly about magic, monsters, kung sino ba talaga yung totoong monsters, and then morality, kung tama ba yung decision ng character nito, or does it make this character a bad character dahil wala siyang moral. Yung mga ganong type of questions or themes are what were explored sa first 2 books. And then natatandaan ko na gusto ko sa The Last Wish is yung short story about the genie. Kasi si Geralt, yung Witcher, meron siyang friend na si Dandelion na isang poet. Tapos one time meron sila nakitang parang bote sa lake, and then it turns out merong genie doon. So there's a lot of folklore or mythology from Poland kasi nga galing siya sa country na Poland. So yung genie, it can give you wishes. Tapos si Geralt, aksidente nilang na-encounter yung genie, tapos yun nga, may mga nangyaring wishes na unexpected. Kaya yung title ng first book is The Last Wish. Siguro pag napanood yung TV show, or kung napanood din yung TV show na season 1, you get what I mean. So I like those stories about wishes kasi it reveals yung character, kung ano yung desire niya or kung ano yung hinahanap niya sa life or sa story na meron siya. So yung wish ni Gerald is kind of a surprise para sa akin as a reader, kasi si Gerald nga isa siyang monster hunter. So parang hired assassin. Nababayaran mo to kill this specific monster sa lugar nyo or sa place nyo. Parang ganun yung job niya sa Witcher. And immortal siya. Hindi siya naman na he can live super long life. Si Witcher, iba yung mortality niya compared to humans. So there's a lot of conflict going on kay Geralt as a Witcher. So na-enjoy ko yung story about that wishes. The Last Wish yung title ng story, which ended up becoming the title of the book. And then yung next book, which is Sword of Destiny, hindi siya talaga necessarily book 2. Hindi sila magkasunod. Pwede yung basahin yung Sword of Destiny bago yung The Last Wish or The Last Wish or Sword of Destiny. Yung Sword of Destiny naman, what I like about that is it's about destiny and fate. Right? Sometimes we try to avoid destiny, pero it really catches up to us. And we just have to face it. Parang ganun yung message ng book. Kasi merong scene doon na I really like about Geralt and her mother. Kasi si Geralt, iniwan siya ng mother niya. So parang na-reveal doon yung backstory ni Geralt. Simula ng bata pa lang siya. Kaya siya napunta sa isang place kung saan napilitan siya maging Witcher. Kahit hindi siya 100% na aware kung paano maging Witcher or ano yung buhay ng Witcher. So somehow parang may blame sa part ni Geralt dun sa mother niya kasi iniwan siya. Dahil doon naging Witcher siya, napilitan siya maging Witcher. So, na-meet niya ulit yung mother niya later on. This is a short story. And then, parang si Gerald is trying to get closure sa mother niya. Kasi meron pala siyang mommy issues, si Gerald. So, it's not a feel-good story. Kasi sobrang heartbreaking sa part ni Gerald. Kasi parang wala siya nakuha explanation or closure sa mother niya. Dun sa book, I'm not sure about the next books kasi hindi pa nababasa yung next books. So far, sabi sa Wikipedia, there are 6 fantasy novels and then 15 short stories. So yung 15 short stories, they were compiled niya sa The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny. And then there's also one na originally na-publish pala 1990, The Witcher, yung title. So there's 15 short stories and then 6 novels. It starts with the first novel, Blood of Elves. So I'm assuming guys na yung season 2 is gonna start with Blood of Elves na. Kasi yung kasunod sa story. So itong Blood of Elves, it actually focuses on Geralt and mostly Ciri. Kasi si Ciri, siya yung bata or yung princess. I'm not gonna provide spoiler. Siguro I'm gonna provide just the structure of the story. Pero hindi yung super details. So si Ciri, siya yung princess na nakatakas. Yung inataka yung kingdom nila. Tapos si Geralt, somehow, yung destiny niya is connected sa destiny ni Ciri. So, they're not love interest, they're more like father and daughter type of relationship. Kasi si Geralt, ang love interest niya is si Yennefer, which is yung wizard or magician. And then, somehow, yung book na Blood of Elves, it focuses sa pag-aalaga ni Geralt and Yennefer. Si Yennefer yung love interest. Pag-aalaga nila kay Ciri. Kasi si Ciri, she's gonna be very important sa magiging kakahinatnan ng mundo ng The Witcher. Kasi that's why si Geralt and Yennefer, they're building up si Ciri so that she can be strong enough to fulfill her destiny. So parang yung merong prophecy, ito naman yung prophecy, lagi may prophecy sa mga fantasy stories. So parang may prophecy na si Ciri yung tinutukoy na ang magiging fate ng mundo ng The Witcher is, as usual, it will depend on one character or they will depend on the choices ng bida. So parang they're trying to put Ciri on the right path or the good path para she can help bring the world into like a better path. Parang ganun yung message or yung theme ng story. And it also tackles themes like love, also friendship, and also humanity, kung ano ba nangyayari sa mundo, sa The Witcher. Kasi there's a lot of different players sa mundo ng The Witcher. Meron yung mga elves na originally sila yung nakatira dun sa lands sa The Witcher, and then dumating yung mga tao, yung mga dayuhan, and then they took over the most of the lands. So parang may conflict between elves and humans. And then there's also the dryads. Yung dryads is parang mga creatures sila, pero hindi din sila humans. Creatures sila na nakatira like deep in the woods. So parang they also have conflict against humans. And then yung mga humans, meron din silang conflict sa isa't isa. Kasi may iba't ibang kingdom, north and south, na nag-away-away. So there are wars that will happen in the next books. Pero sa book 1, it's more of like the calm before the storm. bago mangyari yung labanan. So there are different sides to the wars. And si Gerald, lagi siyang neutral. Kasi para sa kanya, wars come and go. Kasi nga, sobrang tagal niya nang nabubuhay. Tapos, para sa kanya, petty yung mga wars ng mga humans, mga elves. Kaya as much as possible, wala siyang tinitake na side. Pero at the same time, they also wanna help Ciri to build herself up. Kasi parang siya magiging next na The Witcher. Siya magiging tagapagmana nung myth or legend ng mga The Witcher. And at the same time, parang magician din siya kasi para siyang prodigy ni Yennefer. So parang all the experiences and knowledge ni Geralt at ni Yennefer, pinapasa nila kay Ciri para siya maging next na Witcher / magician. Parang ganun. So I'm really excited to read the next novel, which is The Time of Contempt. I'm not sure kung itatakal sa season 2 ng TV show yung Blood of Elves lang, or you also gonna adapt yung next novel, which is The Time of Contempt. So I'm not sure about that. Kasi 8 episodes lang ulit yung season 2. So I'm not sure how they're gonna fit all those stories. Kasi pinakita yung pinanggalingan ni Geralt kung saan siya ginawang Witcher, from human to Witcher. Tapos pinakita rin yung backstory ni Dandelion. Yung name niya sa show is Jaskier. Binago nila yung name niya. Na actually isa siyang scholar na poet na nag-aaral sa isang prestigious na school, si Dandelion or Jaskier. Tapos pinakita rin yung training na ginawa ni Yennefer kay Ciri sa book. And then also pinakita yung iba't ibang players sa war, yung iba't ibang kings and queens and leaders ng mga humans. And all at the same time, yung guild ng mga wizards, kasi meron din masamahan ng mga wizards. So there's conflict between humans and wizards din, which is kind of exciting kung ano mangyayari. So there's a lot that I think will happen sa season 2. I'm not sure if they're gonna cover all of it or puputulin nila ta season 3 na. So I'm excited to find out sa TV show. So if you're planning to read or watch The Witcher, I recommend na you start sa season 1 ng The Witcher. And then if you wanna read the books, start with the short stories then. I think that's the best way to go para ma-appreciate mo yung books. Panoorin mo muna yung TV show. So we're now on the brutal part, what I don't like about The Witcher. So meron mga parts in general na I find unnecessary or parang irrelevant sa overall plot or story. So it kind of parang naging dragging or boring yung ibang parts. So not just in The Witcher, with other stories or other books, may mga ganong parts talaga. I'm not sure if dahil hindi ko pa nababasa yung mga next books, kaya hindi ko pa masyadong ma-appreciate yung ibang parts ng story or characters sa story. Maybe it will make sense pag nabasa ko yung next story or pag natapos ko yung overall series. And that is the reason why I did not give it perfect 5 stars or almost 5 stars na 4 stars. That's why I gave Blood of Elves 3 stars based on that. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you do have your own thoughts or comments or book suggestions, kindly let me know. You can comment down below. And if you do know other adult fantasy stories na I might also like, don't hesitate to let me know by commenting down below. I hope you like and subscribe then as well. And see you on the next video. Bye for now.